Bro, Lucas is it must be a boy thing or something. But these kids are at 1,000. My sister Lena, my niece Lana, is a very calm child, very, little fragile flower. Luca come through, whop, whop, mollywops her sometimes. You know what I mean? And then my dad be all super protective. Oh, protect her. Luca's coming. It's like, yo, chill, nigga. He's just showing her mad love, bro. Just showing love. No, he just hit her in the head with a toy. That's a love. Going on to our first topic, boys and girls. People who have kids and hate kids. Very weird.
I don't think that's not the topic.
It is a topic.
This is people hating children.
People who hate kids and have
People
kids.
who hate children. That's a part.
You can
of
hate.
It.
Yeah, it's a part of it. It's an important part.
Kids. It's not about having kids and then hating kids.
Yes,
it's just
you can do
people
both.
who hate kids.
You can do both.
No.
You can do both and be both, though.
Okay, yes, but the topic
That's
is
right.
people who hate children
And have kids. We'll go on with.
This is great. This is comedy.
We'll go on with Doughboy, who hates kids. Go ahead, dog. Give me something.
So I saw something trending this week. I saw it on Twitter, and it's just said hating kids, and I'm like, hating kids, and I'm like, so I search it up, and it's just a bunch of people shitting on other people for hating children. So I'm like trying to find the source material. I'm like, who's this fucking asshole that's hating on children? And I could never really find it. But you did see a lot of different TikToks, and you did see a lot of different examples of people saying, you get parents would say that they have noticed that other people change around their kids sometimes, and they're like, they just don't want their kid to be around them or something. Like they'll get looks, or they'll just notice that their kid is unwanted in that situation. And I just thought it would be interesting because I could remember a time
They gave
where
you looks like
children were.
that?
No, I'm speaking for myself. I remember a time where I thought kids were kind of repulsive when I was like a teenager and like growing up, and like I didn't want to be around the little kids. The crying and all that stuff that just wasn't for me when I was, young.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I grew out of that. Like maybe in like my mid-20s, I didn't feel like that anymore. Like once my brother had kids and stuff like that.
That was the changer
Um,
right there.
no, but even then, I could remember times in my 20s where I was like, "Ew, get the fuck away from me!" Like, you know what I mean? Like little stupid little kid with your little crusty ass fingers. You know what I mean? Crusty ass eyes. They cough. Their fucking tongue is all the way out of their mouth, and you're just like, "Ew, gross."
Yep.
It's crazy.
Why it sound like Doughboy took that from a movie scene or something right now?
I don't know. So like, but I grew out of it, and kids are fucking awesome. Uh, why is it fun to watch kids hurt
I
themselves?
fucking love it.
Why
I
is
fucking
it?
love it. I subscribe to all the IG shit. Kids who hurt themselves. Bro, they're doing dumb fucking shit. You know something's going to happen. Kids on a trampoline jumping. What do you think is going to happen? It has no fucking screen protection.
Man, I've heard that trampolines are basically like the most dangerous thing you can buy your kid. That you're just like, all you're doing is you're just like prepaying for a cast at that point. Is what you're doing when you buy a trampoline.
Bro, but have some health insurance. I'll tell you that much.
As a kid, bro, like having a trampoline, what do you think kids are going to do when they all get together? Wrestling match, fucking jumping off each other, fucking bro, stupid shit. I would never get my kid a trampoline.
Yeah, you're just gonna do dumb shit. You're gonna jump off the roof onto the trampoline. You're like,
I've done
there's
that.
nothing safe you're gonna do on the trampoline.
I've definitely done that. And I'm not gonna lie, like even me growing up too, though. Like sometimes I even looked at kids. I didn't hate them like how you looked at them and hate them, but it was more like I'll
Yo,
be,
you're beasting. Get
I'm
out of here.
beasting. You just made a whole scene. You painted a whole movie for us, like choking and shit, like crusty fingers and shit. Like that shit's crazy.
Don't do that again.
That's what he did. I was just shocked by that shit.
I mean, just like Tony, I also like there was a time when I had problems with kids like Doey where I wouldn't like kick them or anything like Doey would when he was around these kids. I didn't hate him
Facts,
to
bro.
that level.
That man Doey
But
tripped
then I
a
had
kid, bro.
Yeah, I've never like pushed a kid down a slide or anything maliciously like Doey used to. But there was a time.
But there was definitely a time though.
By the way, I just want to say they're lying, right? Don't take don't take it serious. Doey didn't put no hands on kids.
I'm lying.
Okay, he never pushed, no kicked a child.
Don't push
right,
back.
Doey?
Don't push back, bro. Just let them do what they're doing, okay? Don't even. The more you push back, the more it's gonna come.
The double
Just let
downers.
Yeah, don't worry. Just put a big asterisk over anything they say. Okay?
Yeah, that's crazy. But there was a time where I also not like Doe hate, Tony hate. Well, I didn't really want them in an area where it's like, yo, why we're all chilling. Like, why is this kid here? Like, type, you know what I mean? Like, we're all like, why are you here, bro? Like, who's the dumbass who brought their jit along? And then it's just like now having a kid and shit. It's like, damn, am I that dude?
I'm that guy.
But then I start thinking to myself, right? I'm like, let me put myself in this predicament. Where I'm going with Luca, chilling with the fellas, Luca's accepted. Everyone accepts Luca. He is one of the dudes. So I'm not the guy. But when I see other people's kids, sometimes it tweaks me a little bit because I be like,
listen, you think Luca's accepted.
Accepted.
In their mind, they say, this fucking kid, Tony brought his fucking kid again. They just ain't showing it to you. You know how I know? Because I was that dude before having a child. I didn't want to deal with nobody's kids. I didn't have patience for it. I didn't have a child. I didn't know what the fuck patience was.
Facts.
I didn't want to deal with that. Now I'm saying I wasn't mean. I said, what's up? I say hi. But I'd be like, damn, nigga. That was just me all the time. I wouldn't watch nobody's kids. Don't ask me to watch your kids before I had a child. Before I had Miguel, I wouldn't watch kids. I wouldn't do nothing. I had Miguel, and a year in after having Miguel, I'm out here babysitting. Because I thought it was the coolest shit in the fucking world to be just chilling with the kids. And, they jump on you and you play and you fight and all this. I thought it was dope as fuck. But I remember sitting back and be like, yo, a year ago, I would have been like, fuck no, I ain't watching your kid. Like, fuck you and your kid. And now I'm like, yeah. Come on. I got TVs, we got video games, we got toys. Bring the kids over. I don't mind it. But now if your kids are pain in the ass, I'll tell you, yo, if your kid is coming, you stay with that nigga. Your kid wild. I have no problem saying it.
Oh yeah,
at all.
Luca's
I know
definitely-
Miguel was a handful. I would have let nobody watch Miguel for a while. That motherfucker be on 1,000.
Bro, Lucas, it must be a boy thing or something. But these kids are at 1,000. My sister Lena, my niece Lana, is a very calm child, very, little fragile flower. Luca come through, mollywops her sometimes. You know what I mean? And then my dad be all super protective. Oh, protect her. Luca's coming. It's like, yo, chill, nigga. He's just showing her mad love, bro. Just showing love. No, he just hit her in the head with a toy. That's a love.
Nah,
he's teaching her love, bro. Like back off, bro. But nah, kids are assholes, bro. Some other people's kids, it's funny to me because what I hate about other people's kids is that they don't even listen to their own parents. Like Luca's too young to really listen, but he listens. You know what I mean? Like that. There's a certain tone I give him, and he'll be like, "Damn, I'm wildin'." But other people's kids were like 6, 7 years old, and they're in that little "I'm a boss. I don't need to listen to you" type attitude.
I would
say
my biggest. Go ahead.
No, I was about to say, I don't think Lucas says, damn, I'm wilding. I think he gets scared. That's all it is. Motherfucker ain't saying I'm wilding. He just be looking.
He thinking that.
I
No,
hope
no,
that
no,
this
no.
I hope this clip ages very poorly. I hope that like 2 years from now we're recording and Tony's like, man, he's like, I just can't get Luca to listen to anything I say.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen. I'll tell you that much. That ain't
Luca
gonna
gonna,
happen.
Luca gonna talk back.
Wait until he starts telling you no, and then it's like an addiction for them.
All right. I
He was
got
already
all.
saying no. He was already saying no.
Nah, he
What
says
was
go. He be telling you go, like get out of here, go. He'll point to you like go.
That's his version of no. Hey, this morning they were trying to give him the bobo. He was like, no. The
Oh, yeah,
medicine,
that's right.
slap that medicine, and no. I don't want none of that.
But what were you gonna say though?
Go ahead. Dog.
I think the biggest problem for me is the way people discipline and raise their kids. Some people are way too relaxed with their kids, and you have to like. It's bad. Like for me, I had to, especially even at my job. There's various levels of the way people take care of their kids, and some kids are easier to deal with, and some aren't. And I've learned to love those kids that aren't easy to deal with. You just have to deal with them differently. You know what I mean? It's just a different type of.
It's about communication.
Yes.
For sure.
It's because they're so used to one type of communication that when they get something else, it's a shock.
Yeah.
You know, hey, listen, this is not for nothing. I work around kids. I work around high schoolers. I work around basically duplicates of my oldest. They all the same. I look at them kids, I go, damn, that's fucking Jay right there. All the same. but it's I see how they interact with like, admins and teachers, and I see how they interact with me. And it's all about the approach.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? There's no sugar coating. You know what I'm saying? I keep everything 100% with them. Show them that this is facts, this is life. I'm like, yo, you could continue to do that stupid thing that you're doing right now. It might be funny now. You're going to be crying 2-3 years later from now when that shit come back and bite you in the ass. Because every action comes back. It just don't come back right away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these kids, they get certain type of communication at home and then around other people, that when they get someone that actually shows them authenticity of like, yo, this is how I see shit, this is how I care, whatever the case is, it's a shock to them. And that's why they interact with like some other people well mannered compared to do with their own parents. It'll just be like that. And that sucks though, because it's like the parents get all the disrespect, but then this person that doesn't know them from jack shit gets all the love.
I mean, that's how we were kind of growing up in a little bit. I think some of us, like, you'll kind of just listen to somebody, like not your parents, but like listen to somebody else who's been through it type shit, and like almost like a what do you call it,
like a mentor.
A mentor, thank you.
Yeah.
Like a mentor, you kind of be like, all right, like this is he's an old head, or he knows what's up. You kind of listen to it and be like, damn.
Yeah, but I never disrespected mommy the way these kids disrespect some of their parents.
Well, I mean, you're seeing like the mass though, right? So you're getting that you're getting those percentages, even if it's like 10% of kids have oppositional issues with authority and shit like that. I had problems with authority. We cut class all the time when I was growing up. It's different different strokes.
I would have never guessed that.
But it's more than just cutting class though. It's even like a thing at home. Like I see kids like the way that, like how Tony was saying, how they don't even how the kids don't listen to their own parents and they talk back and all this other shit. Listen, let me tell you, my mom had no problem beating my ass in front of anyone, anywhere, don't matter. Okay, at the grocery store, if mommy said no and I gave her that, nigga, my jaw's flying that way. Period. Like there's no hesitation.
Me personally, all the studies I've read say that beating your kids, hitting your kids, typically not the move. That's been my experience. I've been dealing with kids since I was 18. I've got 12 nieces and nephews. I've been very involved in raising a lot of them. To bring it back though a little bit, here's what I'm curious about. Is it all right to tell people that to ask, is your kid going to be there? Is it all right to ask these questions if you are one of these like anti-kid people?
Yes, it's okay to ask that. I even asked that going out. I'm like, yo, because they'll be like, yo, everybody's coming out, chill, family shit, whatever. I'm like, as kids are allowed to come. I ask that question now because it's like, you need to know, like, being a single dad or whatever, like, I need to know if where I'm going, is it adult activities 100% or is kids jumping around type 100? You know what I mean? Because that way I know, like, okay, Luca can't come. There's going to be too much alcohol, too much whatever the hell people are doing out there. My kid don't need to be around that. But if there's a kid thing too, cool, I'll bring Luca. You got to ask that question.
See, I appreciate that check. Like, as the dude that comes with no kids, I appreciate the person with the kids checking in. I'd appreciate people that don't mind when I ask, like, hey, is this an adults thing or is your kiddo going to be there? Y'all getting a babysitter? I just want to know. I just want to know what kind of vibe I need to bring with me.
Facts.
Honestly, is what it is a lot of
definitely.
times.
No, and it's also okay to be the person throwing the event to say, "Hey, no kids allowed."
Facts.
For sure.
This might be one of those things. Like, we went to a Halloween party, no kids allowed. Everybody was lit in that Halloween party, and we don't want no kids. All right?
Facts.
I'll say it's okay. I think, and this is for experience. I'm not talking to the majority, but I think people who don't have kids don't understand that it's okay to say, "Yo, fuck my kids." All right, because the kids get to the point where they're right here, and it's like, "Yo, I'm done with your ass. Get the fuck out of my face."
Facts.
Because when you talk, especially when your kids get older, let's say I got a 15 and 9-year-old. When I got to repeat myself to them too, it's a problem. I get mad because at this point at their age, they already know. My nigga, it's once. I don't got to say nothing else ever again. That's it.
What do you
You
mean?
know what I'm saying? When you have to repeat yourself, I got a 15 and a 9-year-old, so I get to the point where I don't want to repeat myself.
To your kids?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You think you've never been in that situation? Your mom, I've told you already a million times.
But what did you have to tell them?
No,
Anything,
If I got
in general.
If I got to repeat myself,
I made him repeat himself 3 times.
What are you?
I hate
This,
it.
I
the
must pass
worst.
out from laughing right now. 3 fucking times.
Our host, Tony.
The child, the child.
Nah, I get it though, bro.
The host of the podcast.
Facts.
But once again, they're older. You feel me?
They're older. They need to learn.
I don't. So they already know they're older. Now the young ones coming up, you're gonna talk to them or whatever the case is.
Sometimes even adults need to be told that they're grown.
Yeah, facts.
That they're what?
That they're grown.
Oh yeah. You have to remind them. I gotta remind them almost on a constant day-to-day basis. Shit's insane out here.
We're supreme at.
Facts. But nah, yeah. I mean, anybody out there, if you got kids, even when you go out, couples too, you got to ask, like, yo, is it a fellas' night? Like, couples' night? Like, you ask these questions because you don't want to be, bringing it, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think anybody should feel offended by asking, hey, are you bringing your kid? No one should feel offended because it's a serious thing. Like,
one flip on this before we get off though. I do think it's real weird the people that like make it like a personality trait that they dislike kids, like their whole like online persona and like all like so much of the shit that they say is just about how they dislike kids, they hate kids and whatnot. It's real weird. I think that's a little weird.
Oh, that's hella weird.
yeah,
I remember
There's a difference of not used to being around kids and kind of just feeling awkward, and you're not used to dealing with the crying and the nonsense and the messiness. That's okay. You never had a child, you don't be around kids, that's straight. But to be all out like fuck kids and I don't want to be around these kids and all this other shit, it's like, bro, I gotta keep my eye on you because now you talking crazy. You never know. And just to be real, I read a lot of news and there's some crazy people out here. Okay.
Yeah.
So that type of stuff you got to watch out for.
yeah, 100%.
I did have a moment this week though that kind of like bugged me. So I was at this bar until like 8:00, 9:00, and this is an indoor bar. This is not like an outdoor, like brewery or something like that, like we've been to in Austin, where they're a little bit more kid friendly. This is just a bar. This is just a bar. And there was a kid in the bar just running in and out of the side door. And I kept looking. I was like, where the hell is this kid's parent at? And why is this kid just running around this bar unattended?
What the fuck?
And that's when Dory come in. You see, that's why I hate kids.
He'll trip the kid. He'll trip the kid.
I'd be like, you see, and then I'm pointing at him. You see that? You see it?
Like, you see how you say, you see it? You see it?
Tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying. Why
That's
should I
why I'll
hate this
push him when he
kid?
comes back. They could mush that kid out.
Here,
of the way.
put this seat in the way. Put this so he has to go around the
Damn.
chair. Put this in the way.
Hey, though he got a plan. You see that?
See, it
Give
came
him
out natural.
obstacles to go over. At least make it entertaining. Put some obstacles around him.
Dude, what a
Oh,
guy,
man.
bro. That's
Oh,
beast.
man.
And then you get your camera going so you can film that kid tripping and hurting himself, apparently.
And then you put it on IG, and then I'll watch it. There we
Yeah.
go. This life circle.
That's
right
it.
there.
I'll get him the
You
milk
guys are
crate
the worst.
challenge. The milk crate challenge. Just set it up. Ready?
You
Those
guys
are-
are the worst. Just watching videos of kids just hurting themselves. You guys
That's
are the worst.
crazy. It's funny, bro. Go and subscribe to it. It's funny. Also, subscribe to our YouTube page. One Up Podcast, guys. Just hit the red button, subscribe. We're on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Apple iTunes. We're everywhere. Everywhere. Easy. Just share it. Click it. Like it.
Everywhere.
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 Hey,
Under your bed.
Hey, can you make your voice go a little deeper and lower again? I mean, you want to keep on going?
Everywhere.
It's pretty good.
And, he sounded so loud. He was like, hit that red button. Go, and we're everywhere.